Yes, all right. Coalitions. Coalitions have been formed in every state. This number's actually gone up. There are now 40 legislative bills around the country pushing back against Common Core. 10 states have pulled out of their consortium. Michigan, North Carolina, and Iowa have legislation pending right now. Never joined. Virginia, Texas, Nebraska, and Minnesota. Oh, Texas. All right, next slide.
Let's see on there.
So, let's add Arkansas to that list. We have asked for the Education Sovereignty Act that calls for a 3-year moratorium on all things Common Core. We want PARC defunded so that we can have an opportunity to educate our legislators as to just what we've bitten into here. Okay? It is so critical that you, and 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 you, call your legislators. Visit with them. It's not enough to send an email. They want to know that you're credible. So schedule coffee with them. Schedule lunch with them. Tell them your concerns. Share what you've learned. And beg them to defund PARC. Once we open this gate, once our children get into this database, there's no closing it. You can't take that back. This is the fork in the road. Now or never. The other thing I like to reply to people who say, where were you 4 years ago? There is no statute of limitations on freedom. There is no statute of limitations on liberty. Better late than never. I say this to my opposition, our opposition. All truth passes through 3 stages. First, it's ridiculed. Oh, those crazy conspiracy theorist people. Second, it is violently opposed. Let's name and call and throw $1 million at another PR campaign. And finally, third, it is accepted as being self-evident. I thank you for being here today. And I hope that now that you are empowered with just the tip of the iceberg of this reform agenda, that you now are at the point of self-evidence. And that you are now motivated to research this for yourself and get more involved and use your voice and your freedom while you still have it and save another generation from the reformers. Thank you. David, you want to come up here? Yes, you, Mr. Sterling. It's hot in here. Hey, I want to read this to you real quick. I know we're running out of time, but real quick, I forgot that I had this on here. Remember when all this education reform was first getting stirred up? Late 60s, early 70s? People getting a little freaked out because the Fed's getting involved? I didn't put his name on here. I'll send it when I send the notes. This gentleman was speaking to the California legislature when he said this. They were as parts in a puzzle. Analyzed by themselves, each of these projects appeared to be either harmless or an expression of someone's dream. When linked together with other harmless programs, they were no longer formless but could be seen as an entire package of plans outlining methods of implementation, organization structures, computerization, using behavioral profile catalogs, and goals and objectives determination. Wow. If I could sum up Common Core in a statement, that would be it. And this is from 1971. See, we've been having this debate for years. So here's the final statement. The Common Core State Standards Initiative is a comprehensive reform package. It includes echoes of past reform efforts and is tied to a global agenda, which includes national standards, increased testing to which teacher evaluations are tied. It also includes a single data set for collections and sharing with the federal government and an undisclosed number of agencies. Other elements include behavioral and non-cognitive assessments, workforce recruiting, and increased charter school expansion. It is a violation of our constitutional rights and our state sovereignty, and it creates a market that profits from taxpayer dollars. It is clearly more and standards. David Sterling.
Thank you, Karen.